In uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready. 58 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Kill. 6-6. Pull it high. Shoot.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Coming to you. You go tight. Go. You got tight right there. Hey, Mike 52.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Get him. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Oh, you get him.
Here's Stick looking to throw. This is caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Down. 18 Gator. Too low. Check 24. Now.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
54 Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a throw here to his running back. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready? 180. Check. Wild Bill.
Fournette, a first down carry. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the 5th-round rookie from Temple. It's Raquel Armstead. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. No. Check that. We got Mike 52.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Seven, our score after 1. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
60 outlaw.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Yeah, Greg Olson's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll throw on 2nd down his stick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
52 the mark, boys, 52.
A shotgun throw for Stick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off play action, it's Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Gun. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. So don't say nothing. Shoot. Gun.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Fighting down past the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's a elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to go play action now with Stick. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Lambeau is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Greg! Here we go.
A final shot before the break. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's got this down to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Leonard Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
20. 20.
From the red zone now, Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. 80 weapon. Kill. Hit it.
McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey. Hey, Alpha. Hey, 52, 52. Greystone, travel. That's what I do. Shit. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ready? Hey, echo. You know why this team showed up? 58's the money. 58's the money. Watch.
1st and 10, Stick. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Hey, orbit.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this will be caught at the 30. Down the numbers. throws. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 77 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
52, 52. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Ready?
On 3rd down, it's Stick. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stick to throw once more. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stick back to pass. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jeff Swain, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will get him one closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Five. Go. Push him back. 58's the Mike. 58's Mike.
McCaffrey will try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
35. Jaguars 32.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
You better be afraid of me. Gun, gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. To throw is Newton. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
All day.
Fournette running out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Gun. 6. Okay. Check 3.
From the 50, Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Yep. Back to the Mike. Back to. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Here's Stick looking to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
On 4th down, here's Stick. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Terry Poe marches in for the sack.
Ready. Here we go, D.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.